Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We provide fan-oriented and analytic discussions on a variety of animated shows, movies, and anime. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Sam Quattro.
Hello. I feel like you cut out like a bit of that intro.
I did. That's okay. I do that sometimes.
Good.
Today, Sam and I are discussing the Shaun the Sheep movie. I think it's just Shaun the Sheep Movie.
Shaun the Sheep Movie, yes.
Shaun the Sheep Movie, the 2015 stop-motion animated film from Aardman Animations. Sam and I have been going through all five of the Oscar 2016 Best Animated Feature Films, and this is our fifth and final one. Hooray!
Woo.
We have podcasted on the previous four if you want to check them out, and later this week Sam and I will be putting out a general category overview discussing all five films. But today we're discussing Shaun the Sheep Movie. You can check us out at overlyanimated.com. Subscribe to us on iTunes, the Overly Animated Podcast, or your favorite podcatcher. Let's get right into Shaun the Sheep Movie. Spoilers, what do you think? I mean, there's not there's not really spoilers to this movie. That's the
thing.
I would say
if you've seen any if you've seen Babe in the Big City or something.
Yeah, this is a Babe knockoff, right? So
yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
or even it's like Chicken Run.
I would say it's paying homage. I don't remember enough of Chicken Run, but yeah, so spoilers for this movie, but there's not much spoilers. Okay, so Sam, what's your familiarity with Wallace and Gromit?
Zero.
I've
never seen Wallace and Gromit.
Okay.
Like any of the related media to that.
Yeah, so we are not the people who should be discussing this, but that's okay. I mean, I have seen Wallace and Gromit: Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Which
didn't that whenever
it won Best Animated Feature in 2005. The problem is that I saw this in theaters, so I was like very young when this came out, and I don't remember any of it. But I did see that movie, and I remember liking it. But yeah, so we're just gonna and this is based off of a TV show, which is based off of the character from like the movies. So I don't know. We're just gonna discuss this as its own movie, which I think we should anyway, right? So we just watched the Shaun the Sheep movie. Did you enjoy it, Sam?
I mean, it was nice. I mean, I could have probably thought of a better way to spend that time, but
so that's not high praise then.
No, it was it killed time, but I probably could have watched something else.
Yeah. I think that's basically how I feel. I don't know. It was okay. It had its moments.
Yeah, it had its moments.
It was somewhat clever. It had some funny moments, but overall it didn't have much narrative, didn't have much characterization. I mean, I don't know. Like, this is the type of film where I question whether it's for me, right?
Yeah.
And I don't like when that happens. It's not that everything needs to be for me, but it's like movies should be legitimate enough, like narrative wise, for everyone, even including kids' movies. And I don't know. Like, I feel somewhat stratified from the reaction to this movie. It has a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. And
really?
Included many comments like for kids and adults and stuff like that,
I mean, if you call poop jokes for adults.
Oh, many poop jokes, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand people being critics being predisposed to like it because Wallace and Gromit is held in very high regard. Curse of the Were-Rabbit was a very, very good film. I don't know. It's like this is a dialogue-free movie.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's like Simlish.
It's Simish, yeah.
Simlish.
That's the language, isn't it?
Yeah, that is language.
I'm saying it's like Sims though, so Simish.
But they're speaking Simlish.
Okay, but that's not what I was saying.
That's what I said.
Okay, so I don't know. Like, it's fine. It's somewhat enjoyable. I don't know. What else is there? Like, it's somewhat smart, but not too smart.
Yeah, I don't.
There's references to old films, probably. I don't know. But
yeah.
What else is there?
Visual puns. The guy gives everybody an undercut, and that's the big fashion thing.
I did think the main plot of the movie is this guy is the farmer loses his memory and remembers shearing sheep and gives the sheep haircut to everyone and then gets famous for it. And I found that kind of clever, that whole plot.
Yeah.
I kind of liked that.
You know how I feel about things that don't play in the rules of our reality. Like, why would they just let this man leave the hospital? Why wasn't he hooked up to IVs?
I
Why?
so I think there's parts of the movie that make zero sense in reality. I don't think that was necessarily one of them.
I know. It's just like that's just like my thing, Dylan.
For me, the bigger thing was that these animals are always able to hide.
Yeah,
That's like the part that makes no sense.
they're a bunch of sheep.
What are
Also,
your
how
what
can they read?
what are your thoughts on sheep?
I don't. I've never encountered a sheep in person.
You've never seen a sheep in real life.
I probably have. Just like
Actually, I can't remember a time when I have either.
I grew up like
Yeah,
a
in this.
little like down the road from like a orchard.
Okay.
So
What what about sheep from the Avatar episode Nightmares and Daydreams?
that
Which
is different. Those are koala sheep.
koala sheep known as sheep exclamation point in the old Dong Bufang slang, right? There's
Uh,
a Urban Dictionary entry for sheep exclamation point
that's really
that I
stupid.
made, I think, when we were like 14. So
I don't know. I don't know why is the dog like he is.
the dog is not Gromit, right? Like,
No, it's not.
well,
It's
I don't really understand the connection if the farmer and the dog aren't Wallace and Gromit. I mean, I
it's Bitzer.
so yeah, I mean, I know someone who's familiar with this mythology has the answer to that, but like, I guess this is just a spin-off with the sheep character being the only one that's like correlated, and everyone else is different. I don't
Yeah,
know.
apparently the sheep was in like a thing, like a Wallace and Gromit short, and then just
Sure. Yeah. So these
that's
aren't
what Wikipedia says.
okay. Let's discuss the characters. What do you think of Shaun, our main sheep?
I didn't like when like I was like a little bit asleep during like the first 5 minutes. It's not that funny.
That was pretty fun.
So I didn't really like realize who the main character was, but then like we got into like present day, and I was like, oh, it's that guy with the stupid haircut. Great.
The sheep with the stupid haircut.
Yeah.
Rude.
Why don't any of the other sheep have hair?
Do they? I don't remember the other
No,
sheep.
none of except for one. She has like rollers in her hair, but
What do you think of? I don't know. It's Sean. I guess he's like trademark is that he's snarky and he goes, hey, 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 right?
yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I have no feelings on Sean.
yeah,
He wasn't much
he's
of a character.
agree.
Let's talk about the gendering of of sheep.
The gendering of sheep.
Let's talk about.
Presumably, all of them are male because there's one with pink rollers in their hair.
And then,
So,
and why does Sean have to be a male sheep? That's my question. This is a frequent podcast topic: the gendering of things that don't have genders. We
well,
did this.
sheep have like sheep are male, female, sex,
Yes,
biological.
yes, but it would be hard to argue that they have a human society gender as is portrayed in.
I don't know, Dylan.
I,
Why do all the other animals like in the pound have like long eyelashes?
I didn't notice that.
They did when they were like posing for the people. They all like brought out the long eyelashes and the puppy dog eyes. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. What do you think of the baby sheep who is at one point as a back is like a sheep backpack, like posing as a sheep backpack?
he's cute.
You like baby sheep?
I guess I don't. I didn't like it when he started crying. At that point, I'm just like, give it back to the parents.
You can't deal with baby crying sheep.
No, I can't deal with babies crying. Period. I cannot.
Oh, what do you think of Slip? I'm looking at Wikipedia. I would not have known that the abandoned dog's name is.
I think Slip was my favorite
Yeah, I
character.
think that was the fave character, right? Yeah,
She was. Hold on, let's Slip. Where is she? Ah,
voiced by a male. This is the type of okay. So I don't think that
a
character is
wolf
Jen.
dog.
Yeah, wolf dog apparently.
Well, I'm gonna call her she.
Yeah, I agree. I thought
I
she.
loved her. She was the best. I wish she would have stayed on the farm, but then she got like her new family with that bus lady.
Who also had the messed up teeth. Yeah,
Yeah, so I liked her.
yeah,
She was good.
yeah. Good character. What do we think of the dog, Bitzer?
You
Problem is the
know,
dog didn't have much personality. I don't think.
yeah, he's just like I don't know, like he's the second in command. He's like the I don't know
He's the
the
sheepdog. Yeah,
the Josh to the Drake. The
really, he's the Josh to the Drake.
I guess
Who's the Drake?
I guess the farmer. I don't know. I was trying to think of pairs where like one of them is just like the butt of the like everything.
What do you think of our farmer? Does he have a name? Mr. X, right?
Mr. X the farmer.
Yeah. What do you think of him?
It's okay. I mean, he sleeps a lot. I relate.
What do you think of everyone in this movie falling asleep to sheep jumping over a thing, counting sheep?
Uh, I don't.
I don't think that's gonna make. I was thinking about this for some reason. I don't think that's gonna make sense in like 50 years.
I don't
Like,
like
there's no
this.
way that
Yeah,
that already makes no sense to us now. It's just something that like is like a reference to past like culture slash humanity. There's no way that survives. Like, it makes no sense.
yeah. Well, it makes sense playing off of that. Count sheep. The
Yeah, but
ball.
like I'm saying that concept, I don't think people.
It's not gonna like hold up.
Yeah,
Like
I don't think that concept is gonna hold up in our culture.
probably not.
I feel like it already seems really dated, right? That's my perception of it.
I feel like it seems more like a antique,
Yeah, I think it seems
classic.
well a classic. Okay, maybe it'll survive. Yeah, the
I,
farm.
do, I don't want to call it like an idiom, but
Yeah,
I guess
it's like an idiom, right? It's something that's just that's there because it's there, and there's no other deeper meaning,
yeah,
right?
like play by ear.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think concepts like that are basically like idiom concepts. Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
Um,
What did you think of the farmer, Dylan?
what did I didn't really care. I don't know. I liked his plot line when he becomes the barber.
I don't know. I think he's cute.
I guess there's like the picture of him younger and now he's older.
Yeah,
That was the constant thing.
I did like the song though.
What's
The feels like summer song.
why not?
It was nice. I don't know. It was too like too like everything in this movie is so formulaic, Dylan.
There were a lot of songs. I
There are a
li-
lot of
I
songs.
liked Big City by Eliza Doolittle. I'm looking at
So
Wikipedia again.
I like that they put the Foo Fighters in there.
Where are the Foo Fighters?
Uh, when what's her face takes them to the alley, and it's like they're all like sad and stuff, and the Foo Fighters like they're like one of their like acoustic ballads plays, but it's not on the official soundtrack.
Interesting, interesting.
I liked it. It
What
was
do you
called
think of the Shaun the Sheep like hip hop version at the end of the during the credits?
I left.
You left. You didn't stay for it.
No,
You missed the post credit scene of Sean and the villain making up.
I don't care.
You didn't miss that. I made that up.
That villain guy.
What did you think of John Goodman, the villain? Not that
John
he was
John,
not
John Goodman.
John Goodman. Not that he was voiced by John Goodman. He just looks like him. Do you agree?
I like I can see it, but like
What do you
I
think
don't
of him?
I don't necessarily agree. Um, I'm like meh.
Yeah,
He's a guy.
I don't
He falls
narrative.
he falls in love with two sheep and a trench coat. Wasn't that funny?
That was really funny.
He did. I mean, he's like trying to float her through, like, hey, you drop your purse. Like, come on,
Multiple times.
you can do this.
So dumb.
And then he gets
That's what I was talking about. The dumbest part of the movie. They don't understand that these are animals like in trench coats the whole time.
also when they went to the fancy restaurant. Why did they let them in? Because they were like all in like thrift store clothes, right? Like if you go to like a fancy restaurant, you're expected to dress fancy. It's true.
Yeah, Sean was wearing like some dumb sweater, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and like they were all like dressed. They were in thrift store clothes.
That
Like
scene was so absurd. That's just, I'm trying to remember the other standout scene, but not that this scene was like necessarily a good standout scene, but um in the mid-credit scene, the farmer witnesses the events caused by his oblivious self and animals on the news as the animals watch in horror. Yeah, I did see that part. Did you see that?
I did.
What do you think of? I'll try to figure out which scene I mean. What do you think of this giant horse that they make? I didn't.
Well,
I don't understand that.
this is very very Chicken Run esque.
I don't remember Chicken Run. I mean, I definitely
It's by the same people, isn't it?
it's by Aardman Animations, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely know I watched Chicken Run several times, but I just haven't seen it in like.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's basically the same, not the same, but like it's the same general concepts. Like some farm animals don't want to be at the farm, or like it's not in this case they just want a day off. But
Is this movie a Animal Farm tribute and secretly about communism?
I never read Animal Farm.
Neither did I.
Yeah, so I don't really know.
Oh, that's the only thing that prevents you from answering that question. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know it. I know it's about
I
communism,
mean,
but
if either of us had read Animal Farm, we could intelligently compare the two. But since
thanks,
well,
Pennsylvania.
since we haven't, then we can't. So oh well.
I'm just like okay. So the ending of this movie really bothered me
Why?
because okay, so they want a day off, right? Um, or basically what that means they want to like not, or at least Shaun does, like just doesn't want to like do the daily grind over and over again. But then at the end, like they're back to the daily grind. But then I guess like they go on the picnic and stuff and it's okay. But still, it's like something you're happy about being back to where you were, even though you were dissatisfied before.
That's the thing. Why do they all just want to get back to this dynamic? Didn't seem that great for any of them.
Yeah,
It's just like they're nostalgic about the way things were.
that's so stupid.
Let's compare these themes to our Studio Ghibli themes by the secondary director. I'm blanking on his name, whose entire themes are return to like rusticness. Do you think that has a similar thing going on in this movie?
Takahata.
Yeah, Takahata. Do you think this is a an espousing of Takahata's themes?
It could be. It's
I
not
said,
even his name. Well,
yeah, I saw Takahata. Yeah, I say all this tongue in cheek, by the way, especially the Animal Farm part. Um, I'm trying to remember the scene I liked. I don't even know.
I hate.
I don't know. The recurring. I'm trying. I'm just gonna list off gags I remember. The animal control prison. It had a goldfish and a turtle
Yeah, why was there a goldfish?
because it was funny. And then that one dog who looked like the tough inmate. And then at the end in the credits, it was a cardboard cutout, which I liked.
Oh yeah, that was like no, that like okay, so you know how prison has like a connotation about stuff like
Nope, but okay.
it's
I don't know what you're getting at.
eh, never mind.
Okay, I didn't. We'll get back to that. No, we won't. What was I don't know. What was I thinking of? There. What are the big scenes here? We had the restaurant scene.
The hospital, the dog with like having sex music whenever he sees a bone.
That's the dumbest. That was the dumbest thing.
True,
Yeah,
like
no, that's accurate.
Sean paying a duck and bread to like chase like lead the dog on with a bone.
Yeah, that also happened. Um, I don't know.
There was a sorry, I'm losing my voice. When that guy first gets his sheep haircut, like the famous guy, like
Yeah,
everybody's taking pictures of him, and then
yeah.
there's like a montage of like
Oh, yeah, that was good. I don't know if this is what I was thinking of, but then they showed it uploaded to all the devices, but then the
yeah,
device just like can't connect.
yeah.
That was like
I
my
thought
favorite gag of the whole thing. Yeah, that was my favorite.
there's one stupid gag.
Yeah, I don't know if that redeems the movie, but like, I did appreciate that. And yeah,
There's
I don't
a
know.
lot of poop jokes.
Yeah, there were. What do you think of the celebrity, the old guy with the haircut?
Who was he?
I don't know.
I don't
It's
who.
weird that that's like their representation of a celebrity instead of like a young guy. Like he was just an old guy.
Some guy who gets an undercut.
Is this the new style?
I guess.
The sheep style?
My friend asked me the other day if she wanted to get if she could get a mohawk because she thought if she did it without asking me, it would cramp my style.
It would. I think that's fair.
I told her to do it. So we'll see. Anyway,
I like how you're the like Mohawk weird hairstyle the authority among
I'm actually
friends.
I'm not, but
Yeah,
Whatever.
but I had to consult with you, so.
Yeah. Anyway, see now we're talking about other stuff because this movie is so like
Well, I was already thinking, how are we going to get to half an hour? We're at 21 right now, so.
I don't know. I imagine this movie being like what I don't like you would take kids to see at like a birthday party.
That's the problem. To me, it just seems like a kid's movie, which I hate thinking about anything.
Yeah, but it's like I don't enjoy it. I don't know who would.
Let's say five is your average movie that you see. What do you think this is?
Like a two.
Like a two. Wow, that's very low.
I mean, like it's
So
so
you seem
formulaic.
somewhat positive. Okay, talk about it being formulaic.
I don't. It's just like I feel like I've seen like all these tropes and like all these plot lines before, and I have. It's like I don't know. It's like drawing stuff from Chicken Run, and, like Cat Dog, and like other like animated quote unquote children's media from the past what like 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it was, yeah. I mean, even like the clever parts were formulaic in that, like, this is like how these types of movies are clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
So maybe this is the perfect animated movie for children.
First, yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that's how that works. Well,
Like
yeah.
perfect in like equation wise.
I
I
mean,
don't
we're like not giving it any credit for being a kids movie because like that's not how we view things, right? So,
like
I
I
mean, I would
just
give it like a three. Yeah, it was not that great.
it's a, this is a, I don't know. It's a thing.
We'll get to this more in our next podcast. But thinking back on the other four movies in this category, do you think this is a clear fifth out of five?
You're gonna have to hold on. What other animated movies came out this year?
No, in this category, the Oscar.
I know, but like I don't.
Boy in
I
the World,
mm,
Inside Out,
I'm reading the categories.
Marnie, and
Anomalisa.
Anomalisa.
Honestly, I'm not really sure why this movie is here.
With those other four,
Yeah,
yeah, those other four are like a really solid, good four, and then this one's just like also there.
it's just like oh, we need to fill. Or maybe it's because the success of Wallace and Gromit. So,
I mean,
or not the critical like.
remember 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is kind of just us. Then again, I don't think critics properly review animated films. I think they have a lower bar for them and they treat them as kids films, and we're not doing that at all.
What do critics even do?
They write reviews.
Ugh.
Okay.
I had to explain Anomalisa to a friend yesterday.
Anomalisa.
Anomalisa. I called it Anomalisa.
Okay.
Anomaly.
Why did you have to explain it?
Because she'd never seen it, and I guess I was just like, she was like, yeah, I'm probably not going to see it, so you can just tell me the plot.
Wow. That's the type of movie you just shouldn't spoil for people.
Well, she said she was never going to see it.
I guess.
I don't know. Anyway, Shaun the Sheep movie. It's a movie about sheep. Shaun specifically. There were other sheep that apparently had names.
Which character did you relate to most in the movie?
I don't know.
The dog? The cute dog?
I'm not. No, probably not.
This is the part where you get super like cynical about yourself and
I
self-deprecating.
mean, no, I wouldn't help a bunch of sheep.
Sean?
No,
No, me neither. The dog? The shepherd dog?
maybe.
Maybe him. The farmer?
I don't know.
I think
I
he might be
I
the farmer.
I wouldn't like go and get amnesia.
I mean, that's not really in your control, so.
It could be.
Could it?
I wouldn't be a farmer in the first place.
I relate to like the fat sheep that gets stuck everywhere.
Me too. What's that sheep's name?
I don't know what fat sheep's name is. Oh, Shirley.
A very fat sheep who is always eating and helps Shaun. Yeah, but I wouldn't help Shaun.
Oh, well, that's me. Even though I don't want to help Sean. Yeah. Yep. Okay, there's our Shaun the Sheep review. We're very met on it.
Yeah, it's like okay, so here's Sam's gauge of meh. So there's which is like good, like meh, which is meh, like neutral, like, and then bleh, which is bad. This movie gets a meh out of
Yeah, but you gave it a 2.
meh.
So it's a blah. There's no way a 2 is not a blah.
It just,
Inconsistent grading scales.
oh my gosh, shut up.
Inconsistent grading scales.
My stepdad used to get really mad at me when I told him to shut up.
Who said that?
Nothing.
Okay, I didn't. I mean, yeah.
Also, was the whole farm the farmers, or was it like
What?
different farms?
I don't. It seems like it was all the farmers.
Like, was he taking care of the pigs too?
What did you think of the pigs? I feel like you were the pigs that like took over the house
No,
party.
that would not be me.
Why not?
They're mean.
Why are they mean?
I don't like them.
Aw.
Maybe I'd be the bull.
The bull, yeah. What do you think of the bull? Do AX bull.
Do I? Oh my god. Basically, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've discovered the purpose of the bull in the movie. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Put that on TV tropes. Do AX bull.
I wonder what this. I'll read about this film on TV tropes.
Yeah. Okay. I think we made it to 30 minutes. Let us know what you thought of the Shaun the Sheep movie. What
Did you like feel anything other than neutral to it?
I mean, I at times it was funny, but like I mostly disliked it.
Yeah, I thought I was just like laying down, just like yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. Sean.
Yep, Sean. Let us know what you thought of it and why we're wrong, because I assume people liked it. Uh, no, not that anyone's listening at this point, so it doesn't matter. What do you think? More people listening at this point in the podcast for this movie, or the Boy in the World podcast at the end of that?
You have the stats, Dylan. I don't know.
Not very few people for the Boy in the World podcast.
I don't know.
Very few.
I mean, nobody really listens to the podcast I'm on.
We're
I'm
on the Steven Universe ones. Those are very listened to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Other than those ones.
Yeah, because we discuss all the obscure stuff.
Yeah, because I only like obscure stuff.
Yeah, you're a hipster.
Oh, don't call me that.
So there's this. That's for our coverage of the 5 movies in the Best Picture category. Look out for our general podcast on the general category overall in a few days. And I'm Dylan Hysen. That's Sam Quattro, overlyanimated.com. Subscribe to our main feed on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher for more. That's what I'm going to start saying, by the way. This is the third podcast I'm saying that.
Podcatcher, what's that?
Subscribe to us. See, I think that's like a general term for like the various podcast subscription services. So that's what I'm
Okay, I don't know what that is. This podcatcher sounds like its own website to be
It
honest.
It does, but I don't think it's just its own thing. Anyway, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thanks to our current patrons: Shayna, Mitch Cordell, Beatrice, Nate, Andy, Jamie, and Rachel, aka Heyna, Fever, Mitch Cordell University, Beatrice Extremes, Buzz Like Your Mailman, Rachel Rose.
That's nice.
Let us know if you liked coverage of obscure movies like this. Not that this is obscure. This made $100 million. So
Really?
yep,
Oh my god!
on a $25 million budget. There you
Uh,
I don't even see a U.S. release date, so
right, yeah.
most of
maybe
us-
it just didn't.
I think it did come out here, but I don't know. I mean, obviously, it came out here to a certain extent, right? Because it's not
Oh
for the Oscar.
God.
There you go. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.
This movie is like oatmeal.
Bye.
Bye.